Rapper Ice-T once said, "Rap is really funny, man, but if you don't see that it's funny, it will scare the shit out of you." Gangsta rap generated greater public controversy than any popular music genre in American history. Concern over popular music's effect on society is not new, nor exclusively American. In the 1920s, the popularity of jazz music generated heated public debates over its corruption of America's segregated youth. Similarly, rock and roll caused great uproar during the 1950s, as did punk music in 1970s Great Britain. In each of these cases, the new music genres encouraged public fear because of its negative impact on youth, specifically concerning its effects on youth's attitudes towards sex, drugs, violence, and lawlessness. Notably, America's greatest moral panics were incited by black music genres. Moreover, public controversies over black music have historically affected the political orientation of the American public. Music and politics have always been intrinsically linked. Music is often used to express political identity, to voice oppression, and to protest. Music that explicitly denounces mainstream politics and values often encourages public resistance. The public perception of that music as a threat to society is thus informed by the public's perception of correct politics and values. The public discussion of a musical genre that is both widely popular and feared reflects social and political schisms in the society in which that discussion takes place. Although public outcries against popular music are present in any age, the reaction to their popularity is unique in each era. In effect, as Courtney Brown says in her book, Politics in Music, Music and Political Transformation from Beethoven to Hip-Hop, a closer look into moral panics concerning specific popular music genres can provide significant new insights into the workings of a society's politics, values, and tensions between the subversive and mainstream at a particular time in history. Gangsta rap was a product of shifting political attitudes and reforms from the 1970s to the late 1980s. After the American Civil Rights Movement simmered down, the political climate in America became increasingly non-conservative. Under the Reagan and Bush presidencies, America deindustrialized, public welfare was significantly reduced, and capitalism and individual wealth gained new importance. The political climate of the 1980s progressively disadvantaged previously industrial neighborhoods in major cities like Los Angeles, Chicago, Philadelphia, and New York, neighborhoods that were primarily inhabited by poor African American and Latino communities. A combination of federal neglect and increased policy of these communities informed a complex relationship between its residents, authorities, and mainstream society. Gangsta rap emerged from the neighborhoods during the late 1980s, and as Ernest Allen Jr. states in his essay, "Making the Strong Survive, the contours and contradictions of message rap." The music lyrically and stylistically expressed a painful awareness of racial and class-based disparities within American society and within the African American community. The instant popularity of gangsta rap was accompanied by momentous backlash, unleashing heated public debates, wildly disputed trials, and anti-gangsta campaigns. The controversial messages and imagery of gangsta rap, combined with the widespread popularity amongst black and white youths, roused a wave of discontent against parents, politicians, religious leaders, racial equality groups, feminists, and others. Although often regarded as a white versus black narrative, activists and groups of all racial and political backgrounds protested gangsta rap at times, uniting in their efforts. In Lola Johnson's essay, Silencing Gangsta Rap, Class and Race Agendas in the Campaign Against Hardcore Rap Lyrics, she mentions that anti-gangsta rap activists publicly denounced the music, and some attempted to rid American society from gangsta rap completely. As a result of gangsta rap activism, the music was censored and banned from radio stations, concerts were canceled and heavily politicized. The sales of albums were criminalized, and record labels and rappers were taken to court. Overall, to understand the ways in which gangsta rap challenged American society, it should be first recognized as a product of its time. Just as Marcus Reeves says in Somebody Scream, rap music's rise to prominence in the aftershock of Black Power. It is reflective of the political and social context of the era it emerges from. So I ask you, as an audience, what do you think made rap so controversial, and what can public reception of music tell us about American society?